Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that could truly transform your life in ways you might not expect. How mastering English can open doors you never knew existed. Imagine stepping into any room, any country, or any career, and feeling confident, prepared, and empowered. That's what better English can bring you.
Yes, it's incredible how just improving your English can be like unlocking a whole new world. From boosting your confidence to opening up job opportunities, helping you connect with people globally, and accessing endless knowledge. English can do all that and more. You might be thinking, will learning English really make that big of a difference? But trust us, by the end of this episode, you'll see just how life-changing it can be.
Exactly. So, stick around. Because whether you're a beginner or already fluent, there's something here for everyone. And here's our question for you. How would your life be different if you could communicate in English confidently and fluently? Imagine that as we dive in, and let's see where this conversation takes us.
Let's get started and let's make English the key that opens up new doors for you.
Segment 1. Personal Growth and Confidence. All right, let's talk about something that's often overlooked when people think about learning English: the way it can boost your personal growth and confidence. Many people focus on English as just a skill, something useful for school, work, or travel. But actually, learning English, or any new language, has a huge impact on the way you see yourself and interact with the world. Have you noticed that, Sophia?
Absolutely, Adam. People often underestimate how much confidence they gain just by becoming comfortable with a new language. Think about it. When you're able to communicate in English, it's not just about the words. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, challenging yourself, and achieving something that once seemed intimidating. Every time you practice, every sentence you put together, you're building self-confidence little by little.
Exactly. And that confidence goes beyond language. Imagine walking into a room, maybe it's a work meeting or a social event, and knowing you can communicate with ease. Instead of feeling anxious about speaking up or worried about making mistakes, you feel ready and secure. That feeling of confidence can actually reshape the way people see you, and more importantly, the way you see yourself.
Right. And something I've seen is that people often experience an overall improvement in self-esteem. Think of it like this. Learning English gives you a sense of accomplishment. It's a reminder that you're capable of growth and change. And that's powerful. Once you start seeing progress in English, you begin to think, if I can do this, what else can I do? It's almost like a domino effect.
Yes, and it spills over into other areas of life. When people feel more confident speaking English, they tend to be more assertive at work, more open to making new friends, and more willing to take on challenges. Language isn't just about words, it's about connection, opportunity, and self-belief. And there's science to back this up. Studies show that learning a new language actually changes the way your brain works. It makes you more adaptable and improves problem-solving skills. It's like exercising your mind.
I love that. And there's also something really powerful about facing the fear of making mistakes. English learners often worry about saying the wrong thing or not sounding perfect, but think about what happens when you push through that fear. You realize that mistakes are part of learning, and that fear starts to fade. You become less self-conscious, more resilient, and that courage helps in other areas of life too.
It's true. The fear of speaking English in front of others can feel paralyzing at first, but each small success builds confidence, and eventually it transforms into a kind of bravery. You're not just learning a language, you're teaching yourself that it's okay to try, to stumble, and to keep going. That's a skill that applies to everything from job interviews to personal relationships.
And here's another interesting point. The more confident you become in English, the more open you are to connecting with others. Language is social. It's a bridge to new friendships, new cultures, and new perspectives. When you're confident in English, you feel more comfortable reaching out to people from different backgrounds, sharing your ideas, and learning from theirs. It opens up this world of exchange, of mutual learning and respect.
And let's not forget that confidence in English can make you a role model for others too. Whether it's in your family, your workplace, or your community, people notice when you're improving yourself. They see that you're dedicated, and it can inspire them to work on their own skills too. I think that's one of the most rewarding parts, knowing that you're not only improving your own life, but potentially encouraging others to do the same.
So, for anyone listening who feels nervous about speaking English or worried about making mistakes, remember this. Every step you take builds not only your language skills, but also your confidence and resilience. It's okay to take your time and to make mistakes along the way. Each sentence you form, each conversation you attempt, is a win, and those wins add up. That's the real growth.
Yes, and that's what makes this journey so transformative. The English skills you gain are valuable, but the personal growth and confidence you develop along the way, that's priceless. It's like you're investing in yourself, and the returns just keep coming, both in language and in life.
So if you're on this path, keep going. Remember that the journey itself is as important as the goal. With each step, you're building not just your English skills, but a stronger, more confident you.
Segment 2, Career Opportunities. All right, let's shift gears and talk about one of the biggest reasons people want to learn English, career opportunities. When you improve your English, you're not just learning a language, you're gaining a skill that employers around the world value highly. In today's global job market, English can be the key that opens doors to positions you might not otherwise have access to.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, English proficiency is considered a major asset in almost every industry. Imagine the difference it can make in sectors like technology, healthcare, tourism, finance, even in customer service roles. Many companies, especially global ones, need employees who can communicate effectively in English because it's the common language across countries and cultures.
Exactly. And it's not just about getting the job, it's also about career growth. Let's say you're working in a company with an international team or clients. If you can communicate confidently in English, you're more likely to be chosen for projects, promotions, and roles that involve higher responsibility. Essentially, you're making yourself more versatile and indispensable to your employer.
Right. And that versatility translates to higher earning potential too. Studies show that people who are fluent in English tend to earn more than their non-English speaking counterparts, especially in countries where English isn't the first language. By improving your English, you're increasing your value in the job market, making yourself eligible for better paying positions.
And we're seeing that now more than ever with the rise of remote work. Since the pandemic, remote work has grown rapidly, and English has become essential for communicating with global teams. Even if a company is based in Japan or Brazil, they might hire someone in India, Nigeria, or anywhere else, as long as they can communicate effectively in English. It's become a common ground that connects talent from all over the world.
Exactly. And being proficient in English makes you a stronger candidate for these remote roles. Think about it. When companies are recruiting globally, they need people who can understand and respond clearly. So, by having strong English skills, you're not only opening yourself up to more opportunities within your own country, but also creating a path to work with companies abroad. You could work for a company in the US or Europe without leaving your home country.
Another major point is that English often plays a big role in professional networking. Many industry conferences, online seminars, and workshops are held in English, and being able to participate can expose you to new knowledge, trends, and connections. Imagine being able to chat with professionals from your field across different countries, or even speak at these events someday.
Yes. And that professional networking is crucial for career growth. Even on platforms like LinkedIn, you're more likely to connect with industry leaders or find mentors if you're comfortable communicating in English. And when you're able to network effectively, you're not only gaining insights but also positioning yourself for future job opportunities or collaborations.
And let's not forget about higher education. For those who want to pursue advanced studies, whether it's an MBA, a specialized course, or even a certification, English is often a requirement. Many of the top universities and learning platforms are in English, and knowing the language well gives you access to some of the best learning resources and opportunities.
Right. And that's an investment in your future. Imagine how much more confident you'd feel applying to an international university or certification program if you know you can understand the course materials and communicate with professors. Plus, studying in English can also make you more employable after graduation, especially in fields that value global perspectives.
Absolutely. And to add to that, knowing English can also open up entrepreneurial opportunities. If you've ever thought about starting a business or offering a service, being able to communicate in English broadens your market. You're not limited to local customers. You can reach clients from all over the world, whether through freelancing platforms or your own business.
It's true. And even if you're not directly working in English every day, the skill can still give you an edge. Imagine you're applying for a promotion, and it's between you and one other person. If you're the one who can handle tasks in English, who's more likely to get chosen? Your ability to communicate with a wider range of people makes you more valuable to any team.
So, if you're learning English or thinking about improving your skills, remember, it's not just about speaking the language. It's about creating opportunities for yourself that can lead to better job security, career growth, higher earnings, and even global connections. English can be the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be.
Exactly. The career possibilities are endless when you have English as part of your skill set. And whether you're just starting out or already working, improving your English can truly set you apart. So, take this as encouragement to keep practicing and investing in your language skills. Your future self will thank you.
Segment 3. Access to knowledge and learning resources. Now, let's dive into one of the most exciting benefits of learning English: access to knowledge and learning resources. When you become proficient in English, you unlock a vast world of information that's simply not available in other languages. From books and articles to online courses and expert talks, English is like the key to a library with almost endless resources.
That's so true, Adam. In fact, more than half of all online content is in English. Think about what that means. You're getting access to research, information, and perspectives from all over the world. If you're passionate about a topic, whether it's science, business, psychology, or even a specific hobby, there's so much more available in English.
Exactly. Let's say you're interested in learning coding or digital marketing. The most up-to-date and comprehensive courses are often offered in English by top institutions and instructors. Platforms like Coursera, edX, or even YouTube have thousands of high-quality tutorials and lectures in English. Without those language skills, you might be missing out on the best material and latest trends.
Right. And it's not just about access to courses. It's also about staying current. Take fields like medicine, technology, and environmental science. New research and advancements are constantly published in English. If you're studying or working in one of these fields, knowing English means you can read the latest studies and understand breakthroughs as they happen, rather than waiting for translations.
And being able to access this kind of information in real time can be a huge advantage, both professionally and personally. You can stay ahead in your career by understanding the newest trends or innovations, and you can apply that knowledge directly. English helps you grow with your field rather than getting left behind.
Yes. And let's not overlook the impact of English on self-directed learning. Imagine you want to pick up a new skill, like photography, graphic design, or even fitness training. With English, you can access thousands of online tutorials, ebooks, and forums filled with tips from professionals worldwide. It's like having a personal mentor for nearly any skill or interest.
And it's amazing how this wealth of resources is often free. There are platforms like Khan Academy, TED Talks, and countless YouTube channels that offer educational content on almost any topic you can think of. Whether you want to improve your career skills, pick up a new hobby, or just learn about different cultures, it's all there at your fingertips if you know English.
Definitely. And let's not forget about books. So many of the world's greatest books, whether they're classics or modern works, are originally written in English. By understanding English, you can read them as they were meant to be read, without losing the nuances in translation. There's a certain richness to experiencing an author's work in its original language.
Exactly, and books are such a powerful way to learn. They offer insights into the minds of some of the world's most brilliant thinkers, philosophers, and storytellers. Imagine reading works by Shakespeare, George Orwell, or Toni Morrison in their original English text. It's like connecting directly with these writers and experiencing their thoughts and emotions firsthand.
And on top of that, English also gives you access to a global learning community. You can join forums, participate in study groups, or even connect with professionals on LinkedIn or Reddit. Being part of these communities means you're not just learning alone, you're learning with others, sharing ideas, and building connections with people who have similar interests.
That's so important. These communities help you go deeper into subjects, ask questions, and get feedback. Let's say you're learning about investment strategies or trying to improve your writing skills. When you're part of a group, you can learn from others' experiences, avoid common mistakes, and get advice from people who have already walked that path. And the best part? Many of these communities are English-speaking, so the language itself becomes a bridge to this collective knowledge.
Yes. And here's another point. Knowing English can also help you understand different perspectives from around the world. When you read articles, watch documentaries, or listen to podcasts in English, you're getting insights into cultures, ideas, and ways of thinking that can broaden your worldview. It's an opportunity to grow not just intellectually, but also as a person.
Absolutely, Sophia. Language shapes how we think, and when you're exposed to different perspectives, it opens your mind to new ideas and ways of seeing the world. English gives you the opportunity to explore viewpoints you might not encounter otherwise, which can be incredibly enriching and eye-opening.
So, if you're someone who loves to learn, English is one of the most valuable tools you can have. It gives you access to knowledge from every corner of the world, connects you with experts and communities, and opens up resources that can help you grow in every way, whether professionally, creatively, or personally.
Well said, Sophia. So, for everyone listening, remember that learning English isn't just about the language itself. It's about what that language gives you access to. It's about feeding your curiosity, staying informed, and growing in ways that wouldn't be possible otherwise. English really is a gateway to a world of learning. Segment 4, Social and Cultural Impact. All right, Sophia, let's explore one of the most transformative aspects of learning English, the social and cultural impact. When you learn English, you're not just picking up a new language. You're opening doors to understanding and connecting with cultures from all around the world.
Absolutely, Adam. English is a bridge language that connects people from different backgrounds and nationalities. It's spoken in more than 50 countries and used as a second language in even more. This means that, by learning English, you're gaining the ability to communicate with people in places you've never been and cultures you might have never encountered otherwise.
Yes, and that connection goes deeper than just words. When you can communicate in English, you get to experience other people's stories, beliefs, and traditions firsthand. Imagine traveling to a new country and being able to talk directly with locals, hear their experiences, and learn their customs without needing a translator. It's a more genuine way to connect.
And it's not just about travel either. Even if you're not planning on going abroad, English lets you connect with people from all over the world online. Think about social media, for example. English is the primary language on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. It's amazing to be part of conversations with people from different continents, sharing thoughts, ideas, and experiences.
Exactly, Sophia. It's like being part of a global community. You're not limited to friendships or networks within your country. Instead, you can join international communities, whether you're passionate about art, sports, gaming, or social causes. English gives you the language to engage with people who share your interests but may live halfway across the world.
And that can be such a powerful thing. Imagine joining a book club with members from 5 different countries or discussing climate change with people who are experiencing it in different ways. These experiences broaden your perspective, letting you see beyond your own cultural lens.
And it's not just about learning from others. Knowing English also allows you to share your own culture with people worldwide. Let's say you're proud of your country's festivals, food, or history. By speaking English, you can become a storyteller, sharing your experiences and traditions with people who might otherwise never hear about them.
Yes, and that exchange of cultures promotes understanding and respect between people from different backgrounds. In a world where misunderstandings and stereotypes can create divisions, English serves as a tool to break down those barriers. It's a way to foster empathy and build meaningful connections across cultures.
Exactly. And you know, Sophia, beyond connecting with others, learning English also helps us understand the media and art from English-speaking countries in a more authentic way. Think about all the movies, music, and literature that come out of the US, UK, Canada, and Australia. By knowing English, you can experience these without translations or subtitles, catching the nuances that make them unique.
Yes. Imagine watching a Hollywood movie or reading a novel by an English author in its original language. You're not just consuming content, you're experiencing the art as it was intended. You catch humor, wordplay, and cultural references that often get lost in translation. It's a richer experience.
And of course, English opens up the world of global events, whether it's watching the Olympics, an international concert, or even following news on issues like the environment, politics, or technology. Most international news broadcasts are in English, giving you direct access to real-time updates from around the world.
Right. And having access to international news in English means you're not limited to a local perspective. You can see events from multiple angles, read reports from foreign correspondents, and understand issues that might not get covered locally. It helps create a well-rounded view of the world.
And let's not forget about the digital impact. Many online communities, blogs, and forums are primarily in English. Whether you're joining discussions on Quora, Reddit, or other sites, being able to engage in English means you can take part in global conversations about almost any topic.
Yes. And that sense of community is so powerful. Even if you're just learning English, you can join language exchange groups where people from different countries help each other practice. These groups often lead to friendships, cultural exchanges, and maybe even visits in real life.
And for those who may feel isolated or misunderstood in their own community, English can be a way to find a support system or a group of like-minded individuals who understand them. Whether it's through hobbies, beliefs, or experiences, English can help you find a place where you truly belong, even if it's a virtual space.
In the end, learning English has an impact far beyond just the language itself. It allows you to see the world through different eyes, connect with people from all walks of life, and create a network that's truly global. And in today's world, that's an invaluable gift.
Segment 5. Personal Transformation and Future Possibilities. All right, Sophia, let's bring it all together by talking about perhaps the most inspiring part of learning English: personal transformation and the future possibilities it can open up.
Absolutely, Adam. Learning English isn't just about speaking a new language. It's about unlocking a new version of yourself. With each step in your language journey, you're not just learning grammar or vocabulary, you're becoming a more confident, open, and capable person.
Exactly. Think about the sense of accomplishment that comes with reaching milestones in English, like having your first conversation with a native speaker or understanding a full article without using a dictionary. Those small victories add up, boosting your self-esteem and making you realize you're capable of much more than you thought.
Yes, and that confidence spills over into other areas of your life. When you realize you can master a new language, other challenges don't seem as intimidating. Whether it's learning a new skill, applying for a job, or even relocating to a new place, you start to feel like anything is possible.
And speaking of relocating, let's talk about the literal future possibilities learning English can bring. English opens up the world to you. Places you may have only dreamed of visiting or working in suddenly become realistic options. Imagine being able to move to a city like New York, London, or Sydney and feeling confident that you can live, work, and thrive there.
That's right. English can transform your life by opening doors in countries and industries you may never have considered. For instance, a tech professional fluent in English could work in Silicon Valley, while an artist might pursue opportunities in London's art scene. English lets you explore career paths and places that might otherwise be closed off.
It's a powerful shift in mindset, isn't it? The world becomes your playground, not limited by borders or language barriers. You can dream bigger, plan further, and aim higher. And let's not forget that in today's interconnected world, many companies are looking for employees who can communicate across cultures and work effectively with international teams.
And even if you choose to stay in your home country, learning English can still transform your future. Many local companies want employees who can represent them internationally, handle clients from other countries, or lead projects with foreign partners. Having English skills can make you stand out and open up leadership roles or projects that might not otherwise come your way.
Exactly. And besides career growth, English also broadens your academic and personal opportunities. For example, if you're interested in studying abroad, many top universities in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia require English proficiency. Mastering English can be your ticket to world-class education and new life experiences.
And let's think beyond careers and academics, Adam. English can also enrich your personal life. For example, you can make friends from other countries, travel with greater ease, or even volunteer abroad. These experiences can shape your worldview, inspire compassion, and leave you with memories you'll carry forever.
Absolutely. And I think one of the most transformative parts is the lifelong mindset change. Learning English teaches you patience, persistence, and a love for learning. Once you've mastered one skill, it becomes easier to take on new ones, whether it's learning another language, a new hobby, or advancing in your career. You're always evolving.
And that love for learning can truly be life-changing. When you're constantly growing and pushing yourself, life feels more meaningful. You start setting bigger goals, and you're more resilient in facing challenges. English becomes the foundation of a personal journey, shaping you into someone who's curious, adaptable, and confident.
That's beautifully said, Sophia. English opens up the world, but it also opens up something inside you, a sense of purpose and possibility. Whether you're learning it to reach a specific goal or simply to explore new horizons, the journey transforms you in ways you might not expect.
So to everyone listening, remember that learning English is not just about the practical benefits, though they're huge. It's about discovering who you are and who you can become. The journey may be challenging, but each step brings new confidence, connections, and dreams. It's an investment in yourself and your future, and that future is limitless. Whether it's a career abroad, meaningful relationships, a wealth of knowledge, or simply the joy of knowing you can tackle new challenges, learning English can truly change your life. So, embrace the journey and all the incredible possibilities it can bring.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope you found this discussion as inspiring as we did. Learning English is an incredible journey, and it has the power to open up so many doors in life.
Yes, and remember, every small step counts. Whether you're just starting out or already on your way to fluency, keep pushing forward. The confidence, opportunities, and connections you're building will be worth it.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might find it helpful. And of course, if there's any topic you'd like us to cover in the future, let us know in the comments.
We'd love to hear from you, so feel free to share your thoughts, experiences, or even challenges you're facing on your English journey. We're here to support and cheer you on.
Until next time, keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, every word, every sentence brings you closer to achieving your dreams.
Thanks for being with us today. Goodbye, and happy learning.